Woody admitted that he cheated on his ex to Amani's family. You guys, Married at First Sight was on last night, and you already know I was so excited. It was an unbelievable episode, and in this video, I am going to recap everything that went down on last night's episode, starting off with what in God's name Woody said to Amani's family about his last relationship. But before we jump into this video, real quick, I have to give one of my loyal subscribers, Tia Marie, a quick shout out. Not only is Tia graduated from college this Sunday, it is also Tia's birthday on August 18th, so a quick happy early birthday shout out. Put in the comments below, Tia, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Happy birthday and congratulations on graduating from college this Sunday. Now let's go back into the rest of this video. In the last episode, we got to see the cast meet their new spouses, families, and it was very awkward because their new spouse wasn't there. And last night we saw Woody meet Amani's family. Now, of course, Amani's family just loves Woody, or should I say loved, past tense, because he dropped them the news that he did in fact cheat on his ex. Amani's mom asked him, what is the deal? Have you been in a past relationship before? How did the past relationship or relationships go? And he said, I was in a serious relationship before, but we weren't very compatible and we cheated on each other. And when he said that, I looked over and every person in Amani's family's jaw just dropped to the floor. Even my jaw kind of dropped to the floor. Now, I will say, for Woody's sake, he made a mistake, and the fact that he owned up to it, that is pretty mature. That is actually a pretty good sign. Not good at all that he did cheat, but the fact that he was honest and he admitted it, that is honestly pretty good for him. So props to Woody for admitting it. I'm not a big fan of a cheater, but you gotta give him some credit. And then on the flip side, Amani met with Woody's family, and that wasn't great either because Woody's mom said that Woody has a temper. Now, I would not have thought that. Believe it or not, I kind of can have a temper sometimes too, so I get where he's coming from, but you wouldn't think Woody of a guy that gets kind of mad. And Amani was pretty upset about it because look at Amani. She's mature, she's confident, she's smart. She doesn't want to waste her time with someone being immature and hot-headed. I totally get where she's coming from, and she was kind of concerned. However, she brought it up to Woody, and Woody did admit it is something he has been trying to work on. He's getting help, he's seeking counseling, so kind of minor-ish red flags, and I hope to God his temper has cooled down over time and age because I really want to see this couple work. At first, I thought Woody and Amani would not be a good couple, but behind Amelia and Bennett, I'm starting to really like them. And now that I just mentioned Amelia and Bennett, you're probably wondering what in God's name happened with them, and I'll tell you guys what, if Amelia and Bennett don't work, I will just do something unbelievable because this couple is a match made. They are a perfect glue couple. They couldn't be any weirder and better and just quirkier together. It makes my heart melt. I am just over here in a big pile of mush. I'm so happy watching this couple. Yes, it is paradise. It is heaven. It is amazing. But with Amelia and Bennett, there are kind of some red flags. Not huge red flags, but like the same thing. With Amani and Woody, Amelia and Bennett met their spouses' families, and Amelia's was kind of odd because Bennett's sister said that Bennett thinks that having kids isn't morally okay, I guess, because there are so many kids without a family and that you should just adopt because there are so many humans and it doesn't make sense and it's not good to repopulate. Honestly, I am a baby family kind of a guy, but it's weird, it's kind of quirky, but you gotta give the guy credit. I mean, it is a nice, heartfelt thing to say. Very odd. You wouldn't hear most people that want to have kids ever say that it's morally wrong to have kids. But the guy is, like, right. I mean, he is totally right that there are so many kids without families that need to be adopted. So I don't like to hear that because I know that Amelia wants to have some of her own kids. And when she heard that from his sister, she was kind of concerned. But Amelia, she's so level-headed. She's so cool. She just said, I'm not going to overreact. I'm going to talk about it with Bennett because, FYI, remember, they only met like 15 or 16 hours ago. So she said, I don't want to get too worked up yet because she does want to have her own kids, but she ended up sitting down, talking about it with Bennett, and she agreed with him that it would be great to adopt but she would definitely like to have some kids of her own, and Bennett kind of gave in a little too, saying, you know what, I agree that I understand that if I was to marry someone and they want to have some of their own kids and it makes them happy, that would make me happy. And then also, it makes me happy because these two people are so freaking happy and they're starting to just fall in love. I hate to get all lovey-dovey, but come on, I'm a hopeless romantic. You guys should know that they are so cute. So Amelia and Bennett, they're doing amazingly well. And a side note on them too, there was a little small red flag on the possibility that Amelia might have to move for work. It is very possible, but it wasn't that big of a red flag because Bennett was just like, you know what, I would probably be okay to move, not a big deal. Now let's go over to Henry and Christina, and I'm telling you guys, I have watched pretty much every reality TV show, all the popular ones at least, and I have never, ever seen someone so awkward. I want to grab Henry by the shoulders and just sit him down and talk to him and motivate the guy. He is handsome. He is sharp. He is a sophisticated, smart guy. He's sweet. He's nice. Why is he not confident? He is so awkward. I hate to stand here and bash him because he seems to be a terribly nice guy, but I have never in my entire life, in the entirety of the 23 years of my life, ever met someone so awkward, and it makes me want to cry, and it also makes me want to help him. Like, he needs someone to work with him on his confidence. He isn't ugly. He isn't overweight. He isn't dumb. He should be confident, and he honestly, if anything, is a better, match or a better person on looks and just overall than Christina. I'm not feeling Christina. I think Christina has got this big, ginormously huge head. She's real confident, and I think that she does not like Henry, and she thinks that she is way above Henry, and Henry's way down here in the terms of looks and personality, and yes, his personality isn't phenomenal, but come on, it should be an even playing field, and I think that she feels that she's a little bit above him. That is just my take though. When Christina met with Henry's family, it was fine because Henry's aunt, and especially mainly Henry's dad, is a bubbly, loud, outgoing, personable, pretty freaking hilarious too kind of people. Even the mom was relatively outgoing. I don't know where Henry gets his shyness from. It makes me want to bite my nails and cry myself to sleep because I feel so bad for him. But when she met with his family, it was fine. Wasn't awkward. They were getting along just fine. But when Henry met with Christina's mom and her aunt and her grandma, I'm telling you guys, I am promising you, I have never cringed so hard. I don't even know if that's the right wording, cringe so hard or cringe so bad, but I was cringing, biting my nails, screaming awkward because it was so awkward. Henry, my guy, you just please so help me God, I want to help this guy. I don't even know. It was so awkward. Christina's mom was awkward. Christina's grandma, she seems sweet. She seems lovely, and so does the mom, and so does the aunt, but you could just tell. They were all sitting there like, holy crap, this is so unbelievably awkward. And I'm sorry for the added drama, but that is just the truth. So their lunch little meetup thing was very awkward, very cringy. Then Christina and Henry, they went on their trip to Mexico, the honeymoon, with all of the rest of the cast. And I'll get more into the honeymoon stuff in a couple of seconds, but that was also pretty freaking awkward. But now let's go over to Miles and Karen, and I don't know. You know what, guys? I see Miles like the guy's Superman. He reminds me of a teddy bear version of Superman. He's like Superman, where he's cool and he's confident and he's got swag and he's just a very cool guy like Woody, but I think Miles is honestly just a little bit cooler, but he also has this sweet, soft, nice teddy bear inside. So you can't lose with the guy. He's cool, he's sharp, he's got swag, but also his inside, he seems so nice and just down to earth and a real cool guy. I'm not feeling it with Karen though. I think Karen is slowly starting to open up more and more to Miles, but I'm telling you guys, by the time she opens up fully, we'll probably be, like 15 weeks into this thing, and they only got 8 weeks to choose. She's going so unbelievably slow. She needs to make up her mind. She needs to either dive in head first or just say, I am done, because I feel bad for this guy. I'm afraid that Miles is going to get his heart ripped to shreds for some reason. Now, of course, I do want to say, Karen, clearly you can look at her. She's gorgeous. She's attractive. She's pretty. She's not ugly. But for some reason, Miles is head over heels, just doing anything and everything for her emotionally, physically, romantically. He's rubbing her feet. He's doing this. He's taking her bobby pins out of her hair. Come on, my guy, you are doing everything. What a nice guy. He is a gentleman, and I think up to this point, he deserves better. Now, maybe Karen will open up. Maybe she'll start doing stuff for him too. I always thought relationships to a certain extent should be 50-50, a two-way street to a certain extent. I think it's great. He's a gentleman. He's romantic. But boy, oh boy, he is doing a lot. And I feel like Karen's kind of just like, I don't know if I really buy what Miles is saying. I don't know if he's really this nice of a guy. I don't really know. She's so wishy-washy. I'm not feeling it with her. And last but not least, the most hated couple in my opinion that I want to vomit every time I see them, and that is Brett and Olivia. I am not Team Brett. I freaking just love Olivia. Olivia, she is sweet, she is cute, she is smart, she is sophisticated. I am Team Olivia. I wish her nothing but the best. But Brett, yeah, I don't buy it. I have met people like Brett before. They are very two-faced. They got two of these things. They got two faces. I feel like Brett says a lot of this, and he does a lot of this. He's saying that he has these Christian morals, blah, blah, blah. And of course, maybe he does. I don't know him personally, but maybe he does in real life. But on the show, I feel like he has, this kind of talk, but then we're seeing these kind of actions where he's doing this to the waitress, and he's talking to this person. He's sticking his arm around this girl before he gets married. He's doing things that aren't very Christian-like in his words, but then also it's like he's acting like he lives by these morals, these standards. It seems very two-faced to me. I also think he has an extremely bad case of yes man, syndrome. He always is a yes man. It doesn't matter what anyone asks him. He just says, yeah, sure, yeah, I love that. I love to do this or that. I love to, use Q-tips and blah, blah, blah. He always says yes. I don't like yes man people all the time because you never get to know what they're really like because they're always trying to put a show on for you. That's what I think Brett is. I would be shocked if Olivia and Brett make it because I think slowly but surely Olivia is going to realize, wow, we have absolutely nothing in common besides the fact that we like cats. And I think she's going to realize that Brett is kind of a liar or a fibber. At least that's what I think. And the icing on the cake with these two is Olivia met with Brett's brothers because I guess his parents, they don't want to be involved in this whole TV show thing. And the brothers asked Olivia, do you want to have kids? And Olivia said, no, I don't. Maybe sometime, long away in the future, possibly. But of course, she's in like her early to mid 30s, so I don't know how much time she really has. The clock is ticking in the baby department, but she's pretty much just said, no, I want to live my life. I don't know if I see myself ever being a mom. And according to them, Brett might kind of want to have some kids. Now you got to put that back on the experts. I don't know why they would match them if Brett wanted to have kids and Olivia didn't, because that is clearly a huge thing that if that doesn't match, the relationship probably won't work. But besides that fact, they have so many more differences. So those were all the 5 couples that we saw. So much drama. And for what happened at the end of the episode, like I said earlier with Henry and Christina, they all went on a group honeymoon, which I think will be kind of good. I could see Miles, Woody, they should be pretty cool together. I think Bennett and all of them will be really cool. And I even think Henry, he's a shy guy, but look, he's a gentleman. He's not rude. He's a cool enough guy to sit there and hang out with. I think Brett, so I could see something with Brett happening with the other 4 of the guys. Woody, he's loud. Brett, he's loud. I could see a little bit of clashing. And for the women, I think they will all get along really well besides Christina. Christina, she will stick out like a sore thumb because she kind of just seems to be a buzzkill. Like Amani said, God bless her. She even admitted it at the bachelorette party. Everyone was having a good time. They were doing their own thing, but Christina was outside pouting and kicking her feet, and she was all upset over pretty much nothing. So I think Christina won't have the best time. I could kind of see Henry being a little bit upset too because I don't think he's feeling Christina at all, but maybe I am wrong. So guys, Married at First Sight, I could stand here for the next 3 hours and film videos talking about this show because it is just that great. And even last night, it wasn't boring, but it was just a little slower-ish part into the show. I hate how they spread out all these episodes. I want to get down to the nitty-gritty. I want to see these couples on their actual honeymoons, and I want to see some drama, which I can only expect next week. We will be seeing them on their honeymoons, so I'm excited to see how that all goes down. And also, I don't know why I waited so long to mention this, but if you're wondering how did all of the 5 couples' wedding nights go, they all seem to have a pretty good chill night, but no one really sealed the deal, if you know what I'm saying, on their marriage, on their wedding night. They were all really casual about it. Nothing seemed really awkward. They were all tired, so it seems like most of them just talked and then went to sleep. So guys, Married at First Sight, put in the comments below what you guys think. And if you don't watch this show and you have the Lifetime channel on your TV, oh my God. Shame on you. Shame on you guys for not doing that, because this show, it is better than 90 Day Fiancé, better than The Bachelor. It is just one of those shows that you can't help but watch, and it's on every Wednesday night, so there's nothing else to watch. So of course, if you like reality TV and you got the Lifetime channel, check out Married at First Sight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time every single Wednesday. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please, so help me God, comment below your thoughts on all of the couples. I want to hear what you guys think. And stay tuned for many more videos.